Okay, this activity is activity 5, and what it is going to actually have you do is you are going to open activity number 1. And so here's my activity number 1, and you're going to go to the top and you're going to save it as activity number 5. You are going to first insert a column, and it would like you to insert a column to the left of column D. So there's a number of ways that you can do it. You can two-finger click, but the easiest way is to go up here to insert, and you want to hit column. And we're going to make this a little bit wider. And then we're also going to do that one more time, insert a column. Then we have our 2 columns, making sure that they're big enough to contain all the information that we need. So our directions say to type in our data like it has on the file for us. So we have our email address. Yours will just be regularly typed, but you will need to bold and underline it. So you can go ahead and do that now if you want. And then the next part is walkie-talkie channel. And so the next thing is you're going to be typing in the email addresses. And when you do that, it is going to turn a color for you, and you want it to turn blue because that means that it is hyperlinked. So the first email that I'm going to type in, remember to take your caps lock off, is pjordan at Excellent Adventures. Pick that. Park.com. And if your column isn't wide enough, you can go ahead and widen it. Mine is wide enough here. And once I get to com, I type in the M, and then I'm going to hit enter. And when I do that, it turns this blue, which is what we want it to do. And just to make sure that it's hyperlinked, you can click on it, and what you're going to see is an opportunity to email this person. Now, we're not going to email them, but that's the difference between the blue and the purple, and you want yours blue. If it happens to turn purple, that's okay. That's because you clicked on it. But you're going ahead and type in the email addresses that go here. So that would be the hyperlinking. And then the walkie-talkie channels will be added here. Excel is nice because you don't have to redo anything. You can copy it and insert and manipulate this information, which is what we want to do. After we have added all of this data, I didn't type all of it in for you just for time's sake. You're going to select cells D4 and E4, and you want to make sure that they are bold and underlined. You're going to select cells A1 through F1, and we're going to merge and center those. So I'm going to go all the way down to F, and I want to merge and center. I want to do the same thing with the second line, and I want to merge and center that. We have the hyperlink there, and then select cells D5 through D19, D5 to D19, and in this one, you want to make sure that it's left aligned if you need to do that. And then for the walkie-talkie channels, we actually want those to be centered. So you're going to have those centered throughout. And then we're going to go, after we have all of this typed in, we're going to go to our page layout, and we're going to go to our page setup. And in the sheet tab, so over here, this is something new that we're going to do. We're going to hit sheet, and we want to hit grid lines. And then that way we can make sure that our grid lines are showing up on our document. We also want to make sure that when we go to our page that we have it set up as landscape. So that's the last step that you need to do, and you want to resave this and save it as activity 5 and submit that on Canvas. So I look forward to seeing what it is that you can submit for activity number 5.